Merry Christmas, you guys. This look is such a Christmas and New Year's Eve look. Just wanted to share this with you. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I really hope you like this look, so let's just get into this tutorial. First, we're taking Shape Tape from Tarte. This is shade Light Neutral, and we're going to be using this as our base. We are not setting it with any powder as well. This is one of the Moira Beauty eyeshadow palettes. This is the Best of You eyeshadow palette, and I'm using the shade I Thrive to set my brow bone. These shadows are so good, and they are $13. And now we're going into the shade I Can and just making that halo shape first. These are really good shadows and they're $13. I'll link everything down below. I know I haven't been doing that, but I'll do it right now. These palettes are very, very good for every day. Out of this little collection they have, they are really beginner friendly, I believe, and they really blend out very, very, very well. The next shade we're going in with is I Do, and we're just deepening the socket and the inner and outer corners of the lid. Let me know down below what you got for Christmas, guys, because I'm interested to see what you guys got. The next shade we're using is I Value, and I love all of these. Like, they're so positive, to be honest. Love the shade names. But we're just using to blend out the edges of this little mess we created. It looks like a mess, but it's going to come through and look amazing when we use the Shape Tape to create the halo in the middle. And for the middle of the halo, we're using this shade called I Am, and it's a pretty burgundy metallic shade, and these do not need any Fix Plus or any kind of setting spray because they apply so beautifully on their own. And to blend the edges, we're using the shade I Can and just blending the edges of the shade I Am. And then we're going to take the shade I Do on a little angle brush and just, you know, clean up around the halo at the top because I didn't blend out the dark color high enough. So we're going to create even more detail while doing this. And then we're going to use the shade I Change and just blend out that I Do color at the top. And then this color called I Believe has like a duochrome topper effect to it, so I'm just going to put it on top of that maroon shade called I Am that we used for the halo. And then in the middle, we're going to use these PIXI fairy lights. I'm not sure what name this is. Sorry about that. I'll link it down below, of course. And we're just going to pop that in the middle for some extra texture. And then I'm going to pop on these Ardell, no, these are the EYLURE lashes. And then we're gonna use some Benefit Professional as a primer today. And then we're gonna use Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I believe this is a shade Warm Beige, but I'm not really sure. And this is a Sonia Kashuk sponge from Target. And we're going to conceal with Shape Tape again. And then we're going to take the shade I Can and put it in the inner and outer lower lash line and leaving the middle bare. And then we're going to do the same thing with the shade I Do and just deepen the inner and outer lower lash line. And then in that empty space, we're going to use these PIXI fairy lights and just pop that in the middle. And then for our waterline, we're using the shade Alkaline from Urban Decay. For the lower lash line, lower lashes, we're going to use the RIMMEL Scandeleye's mascara. To highlight the brow bone and inner corner, we're going to be using ColourPop Glazed highlighter. Now we're going to be using Buxom Maldives bronzer and just bronzing up our face. This is kind of intense, so I didn't want to do too much of a contour. For blush, we're going to be using the new Morphe 8W palette. This is the shade Unapologetic, and I'm going to be blushing my cheeks, temples, and nose with this. And for highlight, we're going to be using the Buxom Divine Goddess palette from Shay Mitchell. And we're going to be using the shade Luna, and I'm just patting it on with a sponge. It's so pretty. And I don't know why I used a bright red lip, but I really liked how it looked with this look. This is one of the shiny liquid lipsticks from Buxom, and I absolutely love these so much. And this is the finished look. I really am in love with this, and I really hope you guys like it, and I hope you have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, even though I will probably see you before New Year. But if I don't, have a good New Year.